Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD6. Let's continue with the expert map Infernal. Right now I'm gonna show you Chimps, and now very likely for these last expert maps I will not be able to find the Chimp strategies that don't use heroes, maybe only in Dark Castle, but other than that I don't think you can find the Chimps gameplays without using heroes. So yeah, but despite that I'm gonna still try to show you gameplays reducing as much RNG as possible and achieving the black border in the process. So for this map I'm gonna go with Quincy, and the reason for this is because on Reddit or like online, this is the only start that has been found that works on Chimps. So starting with Quincy in this rock right here, closest to the top side, and then closest to the left side. So yeah, just like this I think. And yeah, it's the only start that works because Quincy will be able to clean up all the balloons around 6, and also with the tip of the range he should be able to also reach the balloons in this bottom right corner. And so you can, just by dropping here that monkey, you can actually pop all the balloons. So yeah, that's the only reason why Quincy here is a must in this map, and this is the only start that has been found to work. And yeah, I'm gonna just use the community knowledge, and then here when the first blue turns, they just switch the monkey to first, and that should be enough to pop everything. And here we go. So that's those are that's the start, especially around 7. The nut monkey and changing the targeting, is the hard part, but you can always like restart if you do it wrong. And yeah, and then next, placing a sub, I'm gonna place it here closest to the bottom left side so that I can target the sub already the largest portion possible in this top right side. And now just upgrading the sub first 200, so unlocking advanced intel as fast as possible to start having the sub also attacking and helping Quincy in this bottom side. And then as Quincy is gonna be level 4, he should be able to reach also this bottom left corner in the top side, and you should be able to destroy also all the balloons there. You should be able to attack the balloons, and so the sub also will attack with advanced intel. And yeah, that's the start. So I think up to this point, like, everyone has used this same strategy because it's, like, as I said, the most reliable and the only one that has been found so far that works well. I've tried some of them myself, so I've tried some other strategies, but if I could survive round 6, then I lost in round 7. If I could survive round 6 and 7, then I lost in round 8. If I could survive round 6, 7, and 8, then I lost in round 9. Yeah, I tried many strategies without heroes, but yeah, nothing really worked. Now remember here, round 15, set the sub to strong to reduce RNG. Set the sub to strong, and as you can destroy the pinks and the yellow balloons, then switch it back to first. So right here, right, should work. And or you can also use a Quincy level 3, I think that also works. But yeah, I just prefer using the sub, so you don't need to rely on an ability. And then finally here, after you get the sub 202, is when you can start customizing your strategy, because from this point on, depending on the towers that you want to use and yeah, your own strategy, you can start placing different towers and so forth. So yeah, I'm gonna drop here sniper closest to the top and to the left side here in this left rock, 100. So I'm already prepared against Bloons, round 28. Now remember, Quincy level 5 has camo detection, so he will be able to pop the camo balloon that's gonna come out in round 24 in this bottom side. And you can see right there like Quincy attacking the Bloons in this bottom corner. Why it's so important, also because of the fact that the sub will attack as well. And now I'm gonna just simply get a heli. Alright, right here. This is a very similar strategy as I used for like half cushioning Poppable. The only difference is that I'm using Quincy instead of Ben. Right, and yeah, these rounds are very easy. Like after you can survive round 7, the gameplay becomes very easy until like very late rounds. I think around 90, around 99 is actually the hardest round in the game. So yeah, that's the only like round 98 and 99 are the toughest rounds, but other than that it should be quite a straightforward strategy, pretty reliable, reducing RNG as much as possible. And yeah, so just building here a 130 heli, right? So I'm gonna get downdraft as fast as possible, and yeah, you can also use heli to pop those balloons, those camera balloons around 33. You can move it away, it's the same. And yeah, these rounds are very easy. You don't need to use ever Quincy abilities, you just need to like use well your heli, placing it in a way that is going to allow you to have good piercing. And yeah, then that's it. Here we go, that's downdraft. Right, so now I can start blowing backwards to balloons, and that is going to be especially important for round 40. So in this way I don't really need to like pop also all the ceramics as they get closer and closer to the end of the path. I can just start blowing them backwards, and yeah, in this way the utility of the heli is very high. Now I just got the sniper 101 because in round 37 there are a bunch of lead balloons that can be problematic sometimes because yeah, they're gonna take a while to be popped. So just getting the sniper 101, increasing the attack speed, can just make that round a little easier. Then for the top side, you could see I placed a wizard. Now the wizard is gonna be the tower that I'm gonna use to give camo detection and range for the sub. And then instead in this bottom left side, I'm gonna instead get a Buccaneer. Alright, and then here sub 203, and that should be good. So now just getting here this Buccaneer gas 022, right, with grapes, hot shot, camo detection, all very good things. So that's the morph, and that's gonna be the blowback on the ceramics, and you can see why that is so powerful. And now I'm gonna just get this wizard now 022, right? So unlocking camo detection so that the sub has camo detection. I'm gonna have also the wall of fire to help me against like ceramics, and to do also some damage against those balloons. And I'm gonna do pretty much the same in this bottom side, but this in this case is gonna just be a 020 wizard, so just a wall of fire. And yeah, now I'm gonna just build the mortar. Right, I'm gonna go for a biggest one here. It's gonna be one of my main towers to do damage, and also to have the stun, so also utility going on. So 3 2 0 for now. here, yeah, I'm gonna just actually leave the mortar right there because it's the same. And I should be able to get the mortar 420 for round 49. So yeah, that's gonna be more damage, larger explosion radius. So here actually, oh no, actually no, not yet, because I think I spent some cash on the bottom wizard, so that's why I can't afford the big one right off. But at the very end of round 49, well, that's still fine. So I'm gonna just get now the heli in pursuit, so the computer can control it, can use the downdraft effect much more efficiently, and I can just move my mouse around better. So now let's just place an alchemist for this mortar, of course, buffing it, making it stronger, why not? 400. I got the wizard in the bottom side here, 022, once again so that the wall of fire can also pop camo Bloons. That's especially why. It's not that I need this camo detection for the sub. I just want the wall of fire to also damage camo Bloons. And now I think here it should be already fine. I'm gonna just get here another wizard, 020 for round 63. I'm gonna start preparing against that. Very strong. And then actually I'm gonna get this wizard to shimmer for round 59. Now remember, round 59 has camo LEDs, and it may happen because of RNG that some of those camo LED Bloons can somehow like sneak past, and then unless you pop them with a Quincy exploding arrow, you can't really pop those camo LEDs in any other way. So by just getting the shimmer effect, I can remove the camo status, and in that way the mortar, the sniper can also pop that LED Bloon, because it's gonna be turned into a normal LED Bloon, and yeah, that is gonna once again reduce RNG and make it a lot easier to survive. Also, I'm gonna get a sub 204 to do some more damage against my plus Bloons, and in that way I can just pop them faster. And that's already the BFP. I haven't really used Quincy abilities so far, and yeah, only some rounds. I think, for example, like the second Ceramic Rush around 78 may require Quincy level 3. But yeah, other than that, I don't think it's the abilities are really needed. For the late game are gonna be very much needed, but for this early and middle game, not so much. And yeah, round 63 also is very easy. You just need to follow the ceramics with and then the Bloons with the mortar, and yeah, until you can pop everything. So always remember to place the mortar just slightly in front of the Bloons, so as they progress through, then you're gonna be able to damage them with the center of the explosion, and that's gonna do just more damage. And here we go, round 64 as well. Should be able to destroy everything, even these last 45 mobs that sometimes can be a pain. Yeah, should be able to destroy everything. And now I'm just waiting to get enough cash to get the biggest one. Quincy, it's leveling up, so yeah, that's good, I guess. And now I'm gonna just leave the mortar here because it's a spot that is gonna allow me to like focus both the top and the bottom side. But in any case I need, for example here, to pop some balloons, I can always move the mortar around. So for example also here, these last 45 mobs always being a little problematic, but nothing too terrible. And now after I get the biggest one, I'm gonna very simply prepare against round 78 that as I said, the second ceramic rush is camo, so you're not gonna be able to destroy those ceramics with the mortar. And yeah, for that reason I'm gonna play some more shimmer wizards to remove the camo status from as many of those ceramics as possible. And then the last few ceramics that may be able to still be camo, I can just pop them with the Buccaneer, with the Heli, with the Sub, and with Quincy. So that's why I said that probably in round 78 for the second ceramic rush I may use Quincy level 3 against those ceramics that may still be camo. Okay, here just follow the mobs and the ceramics with the mortar. Alright, so I don't have auto store just because I want to be sure that I don't rush too much through the rounds, and I always have the setup, you know, ready. Okay. Just 2000 more for the biggest one upgrade. So this should be one of the last rounds where I need to wait. Yeah, here we go. Actually, during round 74 I can get it. And yeah, now much more damage, larger radius of explosion. So I'm pretty sure just leaving the mortar here should be enough to damage the balloons both from the top and from the bottom side. And now, as I said, preparing for round 78, I'm gonna get here one shimmer, right, wizard, and I'm gonna get another one. Unfortunately, just with one, too many ceramics may be able to get past, so yeah, just getting two to be sure. Actually, just getting here another wall of fire. I don't think I need another like shimmer, because these two wizards will be very close to one another, so I think they're gonna proc the shimmer effect in the exact same time, and that's why it's gonna be pretty much the same. Okay, so now just adding some extra defenses here by just getting a wizard. Now here closest to the monkey, closest to the bottom side, right, so that you can then, as you get more upgrades, you should be able to reach this bottom side, so attack both sides pretty much like Quincy. Right, so the first ceramic rush on 78 is quite easy. The problem is the second one, that is camo, so that's why I'm gonna just move slightly here the mortar, and I'm gonna probably use Quincy level 3. Yeah, here we go. Do I need to use this level 10? Yeah, let's just use it. I guess there were too many. Yeah, just placing one shimmer probably made too many ceramics still being camo. But yeah, just using Quincy abilities, they're there for a reason, so why not? Now I can simply get these. These are now 401. Other than the DDTs in the late stages of the game, and also like round 95 and DDTs, there aren't really a lot of camo balloons, so I'm pretty sure just one shimmer here in the bottom and in the top side are gonna be enough. Because remember that as you get the Archmage, then the Archmage also has like a shimmer effect that's gonna proc on the Bloons. So if any camo Bloons, like especially DDTs, can somehow sneak past the first shimmer effect, they can always be they can always have the camo status removed by the Archmage. So in this way I can also save up some cash, and I can get the Archmage a little sooner. And yeah, not much difference now that the ceramics have more HP. I can still see as soon as I pop the mob layer. Actually, I'm gonna set the Wizarding Strong. Yeah. As soon as I can pop the mob layer, you can see the biggest one just stunning the ceramics, the highly blow in the backwards. It's a very powerful combo, and that's why I'm using it here. Yeah, I like it a lot. Now I'm just waiting to get the Archmage. So definitely against the DTs and against the last rounds to do some more damage against mob class Bloons, it's a must upgrade. And also because at this stage I can't really afford anything more expensive. Like anything more expensive than this will take too much time until I can afford it, so I may lose against the DDTs. Alright, so here I'm just switching the mortar so that I can focus more like the bottom side or the top side depending on the round. Still around 85, I think it's fine without using Quincy abilities, but definitely 87 will require Quincy level 3. Alright. Yes. Quincy is level 18, okay, so it's very close to being level 20. I think it should be level 20 for when the DTs are gonna start approaching, so his level 10 should also be stronger, because at level 20 his level 10 ability actually becomes stronger. So here we go, there are 4 total Oh My Gods here, so when the first one is gonna turn, that's when I'm gonna use Quincy level 3 ability. Here we go now. Alright, let's just keep on following these class Bloons with the mortar, right, doing damage, stunning, and here we go. And probably at the end of round 88 I will be able to get the Archmage, so that's perfect. Right, these two Oh My Gods are pretty close to one another, so I'm pretty sure I don't need to use Queen's abilities here. Yeah, so that's the Archmage. And let's just get it with combo detection, so I can pop the DTs right off and not after the shimmer effect. Alright, so let's just get as well an alchemist here to buff this Archmage, increasing the range and yeah, making it even stronger. It's gonna buff also this Dark Monkey, but well, there's nothing I can do about that. The Dark Monkey is right there, so let's use here Quincy level 3, and yeah, that's enough. Actually, because of the fact that around 93, 95 and 99 those DDTs are gonna come from the top side, it might be better to get like also these other wizard to shimmer, so I have like 2 shimmers and then eventually the Archmage to be sure to remove the camo from those DDTs. So here using once again Quincy level 3, and yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. So another shimmer here, right? I'm gonna just get also an alchemist, just 300 for Quincy, and then I'm gonna start building here, yeah, anywhere really, just a ninja. a 040 ninja, so Bloons Sabotage, to once again use the activated ability to slow down DDTs. It's gonna be especially important for rounds 95 and 99. So here, just changing the mortar and then activating Quincy whenever the Domagats are gonna be in range should be good enough. Right, that's the Bloons Sabotage. Yeah, let's actually get this Alchemist 400 also for Quincy, so that he also receives the stronger brew. So, alright, so those are the DDTs. Should be able to damage them quite good. Now, when I see that they can, actually, I can just use Quincy level 3, right? Yeah, here should be. Yeah, don't even actually. Yeah, let's just use Bloons Sabotage just to make sure that I don't lose like a noob. Let's just get as well here a actually yeah, here in range of both fats, I think it's gonna be good. A 030 Alchemist as well. That should now this should work. Quincy level 3, always for these Domagats. And I think right now I'm gonna start building a 040 sub for around 100. It's gonna be needed. Let's use Quincy. Actually, I don't have Quincy level 3 available, but I may be able to use it afterwards. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure this is the best thing, but I'm gonna try to survive it anyway. So I'm gonna just use Quincy level 3 here. Yeah, actually, that was pretty close at dying. But yeah, I thought I would have again Quincy level 3 from round 96, so maybe I just used it too late. Yeah, that was my bad. For 98, this Concussion Alchemist should be more than enough to defeat it, because you just need here to apply the Concussion to all the Domagats, and then as all the Domagats are gonna pop at the same time, because all of them should have the Concussion. You're gonna then use Quincy level 5, sorry, level 10. So right now, for example, right? And then should be his level 3 as well. And yeah, this should clean up like all the remaining Bloons. And that's first strike capability. And yeah, here just increasing a little bit the damage from this sniper, why not, against these 45 DDTs. But yeah, the Bloons Sabotage should be enough. So just using it when the DDTs come out here. Here we go, it's just using it, just slow them down. And yeah, that should be more than enough to destroy them all, even if you don't use Quincy abilities, as you can see. And yeah, now just maximizing the damage against the BD by getting this Sniper 302. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna very simply here use Quincy level 3 when the BD is gonna be in range. So Quincy is gonna start attacking now. And yeah, once again, just following it, you know, damaging it, attacking it. Alright, I should be able to use Quincy level 3 once again. Yeah, here. That's the last layer of the BAD. Now, to be sure that you can destroy everything, just use Quincy level 10 first. Alright. and then before just the BAD just leaks, use this level for extra capability, and that should be it. So just wait the last second. And yeah, that's Chimps here with the black border. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.